What's up, everybody? Welcome to our channel. I'm Dallas, and you see the title. I am making my husband's favorite dinner, one of them. I'm throwing up the ingredients that I have for this recipe. I'm making shepherd's pie, and I have already boiled the potatoes and draining them now, so I will show you the rest of it, but that part is done, and I already have a few things chopped up because they're from previous meals. So aside from all that, I'm going to switch angles so I can actually go ahead and show you what I'm doing. I don't want my back facing the camera. So I'm going to switch angles and I'm going to cut into that. This is a thank you to him for all of our past video shenanigans and our future video shenanigans, because we have some interesting videos coming up, so make sure to look out for those. Now I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it, but I will see you on the other side here. I'm getting the veggies going. Oil, don't try that at home. Oil, add the ground beef and I'm gonna let that cook and brown. I'll drain that, and then I'm going to add it to the vegetable mixture. Okay, so now that the peppers are cooking, we have the ground beef cooking, and I have to cut the carrots. The onion will be added into that, but it will be added after the peppers have a chance to cook. So, yeah. Okay, and we have a late arrival to the party. We have another guest here. I forgot to add that in there, and that's pretty important because that's one of my favorite ingredients to add in a shepherd's pie. This may not be a traditional shepherd's pie. It's my own recipe, really, but I happen to love it. I think that you're supposed to add some kind of a tomato paste into shepherd's pie. Probably just like bring the sauce together, but to be honest, I can't do tomatoes, really. I just can't. So I don't add that. I am actually going to cut these into coins. Okay, so I am actually going to go ahead, now that the peppers have been cooking for a couple of minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add these into the pan where the peppers are and start to get these nice and cooked. And this is going into the oven. I'm cooking it, making it like a traditional shepherd's pie. I'm just using my own ingredients because I march to the beat of my own drum, and let's face it, in cooking and in life. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this cooking, and then I'll cut back and show you what everything looks like. Also, I don't know why I didn't think to mention this. We do have to season it. And now for the garlic, I'm actually going to chop this up. Half of it I'm going to chop up kind of into bigger pieces, and the other half I'm going to chop up a little more finely because I'm going to use the other part of it for the mashed potatoes. And I will show you what I'm doing with the mashed potatoes, but I'm going to use my ricer to make the mashed potatoes. So I will also show you that. Like I said, I'm chopping this up like a heathen. So I normally don't chop up my veggies so willy-nilly. I mean, normally they're beautiful, but I'm not gonna do that this time. It's one of those days, you know? All right, that's good. Sometimes we all have those days where you just don't feel like chopping up your veggies, and that's okay. Okay, so this is for the shepherd's pie, this is for the potatoes, but I'm going to actually put this in a pot with butter for the mashed potatoes because I don't ever add anything cold into my mashed potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but here's this, and we're going to go ahead and add the onion. Go ahead and mix that around, hit it with some seasoning. You can add whatever amount of seasoning your heart desires. I'm a more the better kind of gal. I don't like anything plain. seasoner has the light on it. So I will go ahead. I'm going to cook this here for a little bit until the onions are softened, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the ground beef into there. Okay, I'm back. I am now about to add the garlic that I just chopped up. I'm going to be adding that to this mixture, which is the carrots, the green peppers, and the onions. I couldn't think of it. And I seasoned it as you saw, so I will be adding a lot more seasoning because I'm also about to add the meat into it. So I use really lean ground beef just because, to be honest with you, I'm just lazy. I don't want to sit there and drain it. I don't want the grease, but I also don't want to drain it. And I also have, this is hot, I don't want to touch it. I also have the butter over here for the potatoes. I am going to add the garlic that I cut up here into that, so I then can get that going and cook into the butter. That'll be really good. I'm not going to add any dairy into my mashed potatoes. One thing I do want to say for my mashed potatoes, I make them the same thing. I make them the same way every time. So I actually get it for you. I actually have a ricer, and this is like really, ooh, those nails on the chalkboard. This is a really cool thing. It makes it just so there's no lumps in the mashed potatoes. So I will rice the potatoes, then after I will add the hot butter and garlic into the mashed potatoes and season, of course. And that's that for that. I might add some cheese. I'm definitely adding cheese on top, which I'm using this here and maybe some yellow cheddar. I haven't decided. I have 2 different kinds. So I'm definitely going to use this for sure, either on top. I don't know if I'm going to put it inside the mashed potatoes. But for mashed potatoes, make sure you start them, cut them really small, put them in cold water with a lot of salt. Salt it like you salt your pasta water. So salt it like the sea. And after all of them are cut, bring them to a boil. Don't let your potatoes sit out because they'll turn brown and they just won't look very appealing. And so after that, you start the potatoes in the cold water after they're already all cut. That's my advice, that's my tips. I don't know if it's the right way, but it's my way, and in this video, it's my way or the highway. So, there you go. This is why I like to use the lean ground beef. And also, let it be known that this might not be a normal shepherd's pie. Don't come for me, please. This is just the way we like it. Neither of us like lamb whatsoever. So ground beef is what we use. And I'm okay with that, actually. Also, I am here to acknowledge the fact that I understand that I use 36 cloves of garlic every single time I cook, but we like garlic. So use whatever you want, change whatever you want. That's what's wonderful about cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and saute this, let it come together. Okay, so I did a few things off camera and I didn't want you to think I was lying to you, so I decided to come back. I went ahead and added more seasoning to my meat and vegetable mixture. I also added some Worcestershire sauce. And I am going to add the liquids now. I have a cup of Guinness and a cup of beef broth. I'm going to add that into this, but first I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of flour, and that's just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. But here's this. It looks delicious as is, but it will be even better. And I'm kind of bummed I'm not making this in my cast iron pan. I really should have in hindsight, but I didn't think about it. So I'm using my, what's this called? My basket strainer. I don't know what it's called. I'm basically sifter. I don't know what it's called. but I'm sifting the flour so there's no lumps. So fun fact about like raw batter, when you're eating like raw batter, raw cookie dough batter, what actually makes you sick is not the eggs. I mean, if you think about it, there's tons of people that wake up and drink whole eggs as their protein in the morning, like bodybuilders and stuff. It's actually the raw flour that can get you sick. So when you're using flour in any dish, make sure it is cooked thoroughly, because that's what gets you sick. My butter mixture is just buttering away over there. So I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to add the liquids to it and let that simmer on low. I'm also going to add the other vegetables after I add the liquids, because I don't want the peas to mush up. Like I don't want them to get all mushed around. Like they're pretty much already ready. I just am heating them up at this point. So the more I stir, and you know, it's a whole thing. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law actually went to Ireland not too long ago. So I hate this angle because I don't like my back to the camera. I want to talk to you. So my mother and father-in-law went to Ireland not too long ago, and I was kind of joking. Not really, because I was curious, but I was like, try the shepherd's pie. I want to know, because I've made them shepherd's pie before, and they loved it. And I believe my father-in-law's words were, my shepherd's pie was still the best, because when they went to Ireland, apparently it's a winter dish. Hence the reason I probably don't make it that much, because I live in South Florida. We've been having a lot of cold weather lately, so I thought, why not make a comforting dish? So that explains it. They know what they're doing over there. But I believe, like I said, I believe the traditional ingredient is lamb. Whatever. I am gonna try and zoom in on it. I mean, there's nothing really to it, right? You're just pouring shit in. Ooh, all that Guinness foamed up. This definitely has to cook, because Guinness by itself is like in a food recipe, not just like drinking is different, but in like a recipe, like if you were just to have like a taste of this and it's not cooked down, it would not taste very good. So, and also, as you know, I don't drink, so I'm not going to even attempt to try it. Okay, so I am going to make the mashed potatoes. I just wanted to show you, this is the garlic butter. Well, the garlic's in there, you can kind of see it. And, oh, this is so heavy. That is everything, and it's cooking right now. It has to reduce, simmer for a minute. I need it to thicken, that's why I added the flour. So I'm gonna go ahead and make potatoes, get those ready. So then all I have to do is put it into a pan, put the potatoes on top, put it into the oven, and I'm done until it's time to take it out. So, and just so everybody knows, butter keeps sneaking its way into my dishes off camera. So I actually added a little bit more butter to the vegetables. I just like a little spoonful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the potatoes however way that works out, and I'll be back. So I'm gonna go ahead and rice the potatoes. Here is how it looks, and we'll do a little ASMR. How about that? I'm going to just put it here, and I'll probably zoom in so you can see it. So I'll go slow at first. Oh, you gotta be strong. I got potato everywhere. That's okay. And so then it looks like that. And I will add the butter in and mix it all together, but I have to rice the rest of these potatoes. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'll show you what it looks after. Looks like. I am gonna go ahead and finish the potatoes. I riced the rest of them That is what it looks like rice. This gets out all of the lumps, all of them. No chunks, no lumps. I'm gonna go ahead and add the butter in. And the garlic, sorry, the garlic and butter. So try and zoom in so you can see. And if I need more butter, I will definitely add it. But for now, I'm just gonna do this, mix this up, and then we'll try it. This is thickening up so nice. And I'm actually gonna probably go ahead and add it to the casserole dish, which I sprayed it with a little bit of oil, just for, you know, gigs. And so I sprayed it a little bit, and I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put the mashed potatoes on top of it, and then, I don't know if I said this, I preheated my oven to 375. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven and let it cook, and that will also come together a little bit more. But I'm excited. I just tried a little bit of it just to like do a little taste test, a quality check, and it was freaking amazing. So I am so happy with the way it turned out so far. So I hope you make this, and if you do make it, please comment down below. Also, I had the nicest, I mean, I love all of you, all of my subscribers, but I had the nicest subscriber recommended challenge for us. That was one of the videos that we will be releasing soon. And I was so happy because I want to know what you all think. I want to know what you want to see. I just want to know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, comment, whatever. I'm there and I'll answer back. I'll talk to you all day long. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the potatoes up. Let's go ahead and do that. I can actually do that here to show you. This is I'm holding them very awkwardly. Smooth. And I know I said I wasn't adding any dairy earlier. I realized after I said that. I am gonna add cheese, so that technically it's dairy, but when I said that, I meant I am not gonna add any milk or sour cream or ranch, you know, whatever else you crazy people out there add. I just add butter because why not? My kitchen, my rules. But I think I am gonna go ahead and melt a little bit more butter and add it in here. Like I said, don't ever add anything cold. Make sure that it's warm, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that, mix it up a little more. I'm gonna put this into that, and I don't know if you're gonna see it. It's a surprise. It's a surprise for all of us. That's why you watch my videos, right? I do whatever I want on this channel. It's like my room. All right, I'm gonna call butter my secret ingredient because I added it some more into the potatoes after, but I did tell you I was gonna do that. That's what they look like. And I know I'm crazy. But I only am using the extra sharp white cheddar cheese. I figured that vibe will go better with the shepherd's pie. So I am going, why is it so foggy? I don't know what happened. It might have been a little foggy, my camera, so here it is again. And I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into that. Put the mashed potatoes on top, put the cheese on top, put it in the oven, cook it, bada bing, bada boom, and then I'll try it. So I'm gonna do that right now so you can see. How can I do this? Okay, well, I hope you can see. Ta-da! I don't know if I have enough mashed potatoes. I really hope I do. This might be gone wrong video. Okay, I am done assembling it for now. That's how it looks. I'm actually going to wing it. I'm just gonna put it in for 20 minutes, check on it. I will go from there. The cheese will go on the last 10 or 15 minutes of cooking. I don't want it to get too well done. And I know that I can always put foil over it to stop the browning from happening, but I'm just gonna wait to put it on until the very end. So I am gonna pop this into the oven. It's already preheated, 375, and I will put the official time that I cooked everything in the description, so no need to worry if you're confused. I'm sorry. I'm not very good at these videos, but you know, we do whatever we want on this channel. We're back, and I have my official taste tester here. Actually, this is, like I said, this is a thank you. This is a thank you for.
I appreciate it. That's good.
Thank you for eating all the weird stuff I make you eat. So yes, there it is. I'm gonna put it on the screen closer up of the bubbling. I'm a wild and crazy lady. I did put some yellow cheddar on it as well as the white cheddar. So I decided to make it a party. Chris just asked me, actually, what did you just ask me?
I said, is there usually cheese on shepherd's pie?
The answer is no. There is not usually cheese. If there is, I've had it to where they've had Swiss cheese on it, but you don't like Swiss cheese. So there you go. I like it, but he doesn't. So I use cheddar cheese, but I like the cheese. I think it's just good. It brings everything together, you know? So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have him try it to let you know if you should make it or not. So finally, 5 minutes later, try it. Let's see.
Here we go. We're gonna get a little bit of everything. You're gonna have to give me a minute. It's gonna be too hot.
I'm gonna have to hurry because I might run out of storage. Vlogger life.
I'm gonna burn my mouth. Ow. It's way too hot. Sorry.
Burn your mouth. It's okay, I'll just cut this out. Right as I said that.
Wow, that's really good. Very tasty. Really
Okay,
good.
out of 10. I need a rating.
I'm gonna give this definitely a 9 out of 10.
A 9?
Yeah, this is better than
That's amazing.
Stouts used to.
Not a good shepherd's pie.
I thought they had the best shepherd's pie.
No, too tomatoey.
No.
They had a bunch of tomato sauce into it.
Well, this is better than any restaurant.
Better be.
It's really good.
It's good. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I made him his favorite dinner. I also want to let you know that we post full videos every single Wednesday and a ton of shorts in between that daily. Make sure to subscribe. That way you can turn on the bell icon and that will notify you every single time we post. But thank you so much for watching. We hope you have the best rest of your week. And as always, see you next Wednesday. Okay, so I got to try the shepherd's pie and it's amazing. But also Chris looked up, so when you make it with ground beef, it's called a cottage pie. And you do add cheese, but they add Parmesan cheese. So wrong cheese, but still not wrong. So I thought I would throw that fun fact in there for you because I know that you're waiting all day to hear a fun shepherd's pie fact. So there you go. Okay, we're gonna go eat. Bye. I don't want the grease, but I don't want the grease, but hey! Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rice the potatoes. Oh! Emergency! Take 2. Already preheated. Watch out, guys. We got an animal farm here.
I'm just standing there.
Get out of the way.
Come on. Come here.
Get out of the way. Oh my gosh. I need a spoon.
Here's Piper.
I need a spoon. I need a spoon. This is all I have. I don't have a big spoon. I need a big spoon. I'm unprepared.
I can cut this out anyway.
Yeah. Maybe.